everything is BBL, 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 BBL. They're taking over the game. When you invest in a good camera, like when you really spend those coins on a good camera, the quality is going to come through. The quality is going to be there for you. So this is your moment. If you didn't hear it from anybody else, you heard it from me. Take that money, go ahead and get that camera.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else, let me like you do.
So this video is way long overdue. This is my 1 year post-op breast augmentation surgery. But before I get into the video, I have to let y'all know that my daughter is still up. Okay. Hold on one second. So again, like I was saying, before I get into the video, my daughter is still up, and I did not want to wait until she fall asleep to record this video, because then I might get tired and then I was gonna never get to it, and I have to get this out because it's, again, way overdue. And then plus the BBL girls is taking over the game. Every time you go on Instagram or any social media platforms or YouTube and you try to do research, you see BBL or lipo everywhere. But then you see breast augmentation videos or, you know, Google or whatever the case may be when you do your research. And then you don't really find much sometimes, or then you don't really find what you're really looking for as far as the pain level, the doctor, the people experiences, because okay, thank you. Oh, you got a boogie on your nose.
You need a kiss, mommy.
Psych is a free promo.
So I was supposed to actually do updates in between. My intentions was to do a 6-month post-op video, and then I was going to do my 1 year post-op video. Like part of it was because I was just being lazy and I didn't feel like recording and then editing in, and so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna still do an update, just like a random update, but then I never got to it. And then boom, 1 year came just that fast, and I'm like, I have to do an update. And then I also purchased a camera, so I had no excuse to not record and do this video. So it's here. Everything is BBL, 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 BBL. They're taking over the game. Let me get in. Let me just, hold on. Let me just, yes. 1 year post-op of my breast augmentation. I got it done. I got my babies done May 28th of last year. And let me tell you, it was the best decision I ever made. I'm so happy that I did it. It definitely boosted my confidence. I always had confidence, but getting these done took it to a whole nother level. So yeah, I need to get this video done because I was never gonna do it. I was procrastinating, I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, again, I went to Miami, like I said in my previous video. And the reason why I went there, well, I already was gonna go to Miami, and I was gonna go to somebody else, but I'm glad I didn't because they got bad reviews on Twitter. But anyways, I went to Spectrum Aesthetic, and I went to Dr. Greegel. And before I went to him, I did my research on his Instagram page. I joined a Facebook group, even though it was a whole bunch of BBL talk. I think I was the only girl in there, honestly, though, that was getting my breasts done. So the whole purpose of joining a group on Facebook is to get other support, to get more information as far as like before care, after care. Like I know a lot of girls in there was asking questions about the nurse houses that they go to after surgery. Excuse me, I'm not using the proper term because I didn't get BBL, but the recovery house. A lot of the girls in there was asking questions about the recovery house and stuff like that. So a lot of questions that didn't pertain to me. So basically, I was just in there just to be in there looking at other people's photos and their comments and their experiences, just because. So, but I did join his Facebook group, and he had a lot of good reviews though. I heard good things about him, so I decided to go with him. The reason why I went with him is because, well, not really specifically him, but the reason why I went to that facility because I got recommended by somebody who actually went there that I know of. She got her breast done, and it looked good. And she told me where she went, and that's what made me decide to go with them, which I'm glad that I did, because again, where I was originally going to go to, they got bad reviews. And even though people may feel like breast augmentation is not as serious as getting a BBL or a lipo, it still is, because you still go under, you still be under anesthesia, and you can still go under and not wake up. So you still want to make sure, be sure and make sure that the doctor you going to they know what they doing. They still have to cut you open. So yeah, and you're gonna be asleep. So yeah, but the doctor she had went to, he was booked out way after I wanted to go before my birthday. My birthday's in June, and he was like booked way after June, and I did not want to wait. And Dr. Greegel was available, so I looked him up, researched him, and also there's a website. I don't know if many people know about this website because I don't hear people talking about it much, but my aunt also put me onto this website. What's wrong with enhancing your beauty? People think getting surgery done because you feel as though you're trying to impress somebody else. To own each own. When it comes to me, that's not what I'm doing it for. So she put me onto this website where it's basically like Google, but just all surgery talk. And it's called realself.com. It's www.realself, realself.com, realself.com. And you can search anything from the doctor, the kind of procedure that you want, from lipo, BBL, lips injections, any surgery that you can think of. You plug it in, you type it, you search it, it's going to come up. If you have a question, you can type your question in there, the answer is going to come up or so. So I recommend you girls who's thinking about getting surgery, upon doing research, definitely utilize this website. It's really, really good. So when I had researched Dr. Greegel, double board certified, which made me decide to say, okay, this is the guy I'm gonna go with. So I also paid $3,800 for my boobs. You do have to put a deposit down. I think I put down $500. I think I had to put down $500, and then you pay the remainder balance the day before your surgery. So again, I paid $3,800, and I booked a hotel. Wasn't too far. It was actually really walking distance, which was crazy. That the hotel was next door. It was walking distance. I also booked my hotel not too far from the facility. I had purchased my own compression bra from Amazon. I also had to purchase soap. You need Dial soap, because once you get the surgery done, you have to shower or bathe in Dial soap. I bought, like I said, the compression bras. I also bought compression socks that you're gonna need. Also, you can purchase after this when you come home bio oil. I should have, but I didn't use that. Bio oil is really good for your scars. I use scar away strips. I was using that. They work really good too. But bio oil, scar away strips, all of those things is really good to have. And yeah, the pain level, I don't care what y'all say, or I don't know. I have high tolerance for pain. Like, I have 4 kids, and I don't really want to compare that to surgery, because technically, honestly, I feel as though that's something completely different. But the pain tolerance level, I feel like it's almost the same. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like neck to neck. So when I hear girls talk about breast augmentation, about when they got it done and how it didn't hurt, or, you know, it's not that bad, blah, 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 blah. Girl, let me be the one to tell you. Me, I was in pain. To me, that shit hurted. On a scale from 1 to 10, the day of when me getting out of surgery, bitch, I was on 10. It was a pain. I felt like somebody cut me. I just felt like thump, like you know how, I don't know, it was painful. Like I was in tears. Oh my gosh, I was in pain. Like as soon as I woke up, I was in pain. I didn't remember much of anything of that day when I woke up out of surgery because I was so under a lot of anesthesia. So I just remember waking up. Child, I don't even remember being in I don't even remember what the room looked like. I just woke up. I remember my mom. I don't even remember getting in a car really. I just know that I ended up at the hotel and I crashed after. And then when I woke up, all right, I'm skipping parts. I'm not really good with this. This is my first time doing an update. So yeah, let me back up. So, I was completely flat chested. I mean, like flat chested. All I had was nipples, and then like I had a nice size nipples, but I was still flat chested. So this is what they look like. Let me get into it. Like I said, the best decision I could have made. Now on camera, they look like a good size. They look big or so, but honestly, I wish I could have went bigger. But the doctor didn't want to put too much cc's in me because he didn't know how much my chest cavity could handle, because I am small and I have a small frame, and then like I said, I was flat chested, so I wasn't really working with much muscle up here anyway. So he put in what he thought was the best size fit for me, which he did good. You know what I mean? He did great. He still delivered. Many girls, when you get surgery done, no matter what surgery you get, it's good to have like a wish picture, but which many girls use a picture who you would like to somewhat look like, you know what I mean, or just go off of that picture as a guide. I didn't go in there with a picture because I was getting my boobs done. I was flat chested. Give me as much CC as you could possibly get that my body can handle, and I'm gonna be happy. I don't want to be small. I don't want to be too small, but make it as big as you could, and he gave me that. So I have this is the card that you get when you get breast augmentation. I don't know about any other surgery, okay? When you get breast augmentation, you want to make sure you get certified, baby. This is your it's like your passport, like, yeah, bitch. Ever have been, you know what brand that you have, you know who to go call, who to research. You want this. This is what you want. So I got my left and my right boob is the same size. So I got, that was a motorcycle. If you from Philly, then you know, like this is the season. Like summertime is basically here. So this is the season you hear motorcycle, dirt bikes. Thank God the dirt bikes is not riding out tonight, which I'm surprised because the weather is actually pretty good. A perfect weather for the bike, but it's quiet. So anyways, I got 445 cc in my left and my right boob. 445 cc is actually a big, well, I wouldn't even say big. That's actually a good size. So compared to a girl who might have had like even like an A cup, if you would have had like more muscle than I had, or a B cup, 445 cc would look like a small D on somebody else. But for me, I'm like a full D small C. That's like my cup size. Which again, I'm still happy because I had nothing. So compared to nothing to this, girl, I just you know, wish I had like more like cleavage. And also they still stiff because my chest cavity and the muscles still have to, you know, form around it, get used to it for that natural bounce. So when I walk, like I don't really bounce, and that's what I want. So like some girls who reach their 1 year post-op, that, you know, some of them they drop really natural, really nicely. They got the bounce and everything. I don't have that yet, which it's cool. You know, I'm still nice and perky, and I still set up nice and high. When I first got them done, they was super like up here. So anyways, when I got out of surgery, my mom had to go to the pharmacy and pick up my medication. And when she got to the pharmacy, it took her like an hour to wait for all of my stuff that she needed from me. And in that hour, I was in the most, the most excruciating pain. It was so painful for me. I went down there with my family, of course. I'm a mommy, like I said, of 4. And my kids wanted to come because, of course, they wanted to make a vacation out of it, which I should have stayed. I should have made them stay behind. I should have just went with me and my mom. Originally, it was going to be me and my mom and the baby because I don't have nobody to really watch her. Me and my mom and the baby, and then I was going to take my oldest daughter as a babysitter. So when I'm in surgery, you know what I mean, she could just keep an eye on her. The hotel was like next door, so it would have been cool because my mom couldn't stay anyway. She had to drop me off and pick me up. So we had a plan, but of course, everybody else wanted to come. So I had to wait like an hour for my medication, and my kids, like, they did good though. They tried to like do their best that they could as far as like help easing my pain, but it was nothing they could do. So I had to wait a whole hour, and that shit felt like forever. Like I told my kids to keep calling my mom. Where's she at now? Where's she at now? How long? And she finally got back to the hotel. They didn't give me Percocets. They gave you ibuprofen for breast augmentation. Took 2 of those in a day, and it definitely took the pain. It eased the pain for me. So, and also you take vitamins in between. I forgot what kind of vitamins you gotta take. Again, do your research. But you do have to take vitamins after you get breast augmentation on top of any pain medication if you decide to take it. You're gonna need, after your surgery, you're gonna need to shower with dial soap. So make sure you purchase some dial soap. Your place will actually give you a starter kit like compression bras, maybe compression socks, and that's it. And then you go home and purchase everything else that you need. Where I went didn't give you anything. So thank God I did purchase extra compression bras. I mean, they give you a bra that you come home with, of course, but just that one bra. And then this wasn't even, the comfort of it wasn't even all the way there. So I had purchased my bras from Amazon. I got cut off for me because it overheated. But anyways, so yeah, like I said, you want to make sure you make those purchases. Also, it's really good to make sure you purchase bio oil, because not only it does good with the scarring, but I don't know, everybody's body is different, but some girls will experience, if I'm saying that right, where your skin get dry around your nipple area. My nipples did get dry. It got super dry, and it got real super like my nipples became more sensitive after I got my breasts done. Some girls may lose feeling, some girls may feel the same, or with me, my nipples got even more sensitive. So on top of it already feeling super sensitive, when it got dry, it hurted. So I use Vaseline. So I was using the Scarway strips, and then I would like Vaseline my nipples or whatever, so whereas it won't be dried out, and that actually helped too. So if you want to go out and buy the bio oil, I definitely recommend it. If not, your scar will still heal good if you use something else. There's other products you can buy. You do not have to buy bio oil. So I just chose to not buy it because I just never got to it, and I had purchased some other stuff from Target anyway. So yeah, anyways, because I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, so also you want to make sure you purchase either extra pillows or some kind of back support pillow, because when you come home from surgery or even after surgery, you cannot lay on your stomach, let alone your side for the first. So I bought like extra pillows. I bought like those foam gel pillows from Target. They are expensive. But it's worth every penny, and they also really good for comfort. And my back, I have back problems anyway, so not only is it's good on my back, but it's really good for your neck and your back support once you get your breast done. So you definitely want to make sure you buy some pillows before you even get the surgery done, so by the time you get home, you all set up. Also, after surgery, driving, you're not gonna be able to drive for I didn't drive for like the first 2 weeks. Like the first week I thought I could, and I went to go to the store, and I realized that like turning, because when you get your breasts done, you can't do this. Like it hurts when you do this. Like it hurts really bad because you have to move your muscles. And so when you drive, when you try to turn, of course you pulling your muscles. So that's when I realized like, oh shit, yeah, let me just chill, because when you spend money, you don't want to mess up your investment. You know, if I do a tear, or especially when you're outpatient, something was the stitch was to pop open. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do anything that I was gonna have to revisit a doctor for. So I definitely followed the instructions. You do get a list of things that you cannot do, and driving is one of them. My mom stayed with me. She stayed with me, I think about for like a month, because she helped me care for my kids, as far as like cooking for them, getting them to school. I have a young daughter, getting her dressed for daycare. So again, I appreciate my mom. She goes above and beyond for me, and so she had stayed with me, because you can't do driving. You even going to need like a little assistance using the bathroom sometimes, because you have to pull up your bottoms. So even with that, even getting in and out the shower, she helped me with that. She was definitely wonderful throughout this experience. Also too, when you get out of surgery, you will be very nauseous, so you have to eat like soup, yogurt, smoothies is really good. Any like lightweight food, solids, stuff like that. Anything too heavy, you probably will you know, it'll probably upset your stomach, because of all of the medication. The anesthesia does get you sick. So the first day or two, you're gonna want to eat light. So yeah, so even with that, you have to just be mindful what you put in your stomach. I wrote down some little notes so I can just stay on topic. So that's why I'm keep looking down. Oh, also when you get your breasts done, you want to make sure that when you come home, that, see, this is the thing. When you get your contract, a lot of it pertains to like people who get BBL and lipo, as far as like the stay, before care and after care. When you get like your instructions for your aftercare, for your post-op for breast augmentation, you don't get a long list of things. It just basically tell you what you can shower with, what to wear, signs to look for, as far as like any rupture in your boobs or stuff like that. Like it's very vague. So I also, and before I came down, I even called them to see like how many days I would need to stay. And then from my understanding, they said that, you know, after the next day of surgery, once I get seen by post-op and everything, and once I'm in the clear, you know, I'm good to go. Not knowing that the doctor would still need to see me, but not. And then I went on the weekend, so I got my breast done Friday. That Saturday, the doctor was off. He didn't come back until that Monday. And then it was Memorial weekend. So the communication was like kind of missed, because I didn't know that I would have to stay. Because I went down there Wednesday, I flew down there. Thursday was pre-op. Friday was surgery day. Saturday was post-op. Sunday I checked out. Monday I was home. So I didn't even get a chance to see the doctor before I came back home. So yeah, so you want to make sure you come home, you want to make sure you massage your boobs. So you want to make sure you do this exercise at least like maybe 10 or whatever. And also you want to make sure you massage your boobs. So you want to make sure you do this, because you cannot leave them stiff. And when you do this, when you first get them done, trust me, it hurts. But you cannot leave them stiff, because once they heal, like, you want to make sure they heal correctly, and you want to make sure that it's proportioned correctly. So, you know, that's how you massage your boobs. You want to do like that. You know, if you have somebody at home that can do this for you, kudos to you, but I do not. So you want to make sure you do this, you know. So definitely want to massage your boobs. So every day you want to do this on top of like the arms movement, the arms exercise. You want to do this, keep lifting them and rolling them around as much as you can, so that way they won't be so stiff. Also, when your boobs begin to drop, like me, my boobs, they dropped like at different times, like, so. And you gotta trust the process, but at the same time, you do worry, because, you know, like, upon doing my research and going on YouTube, I didn't hear many girls talking about like about how they boobs would drop and how like one would be uneven, and then I came across this one girl video. She was experiencing her boobs bottoming out, whereas like one boob was like this. And so at one point my boobs were like this, so I'm like, oh my god, my boobs bottoming out. Whereas like the implant, what that means is that your muscle is not strong enough to hold the implant, so after a while the implant kind of like deflate and it slides out. So whereas you have to go back and get it corrected. So as my boobs were dropping, I thought that was happening to me, so I began to panic. I did reach out to Spectrum Aesthetic, and they let me know that that was normal. I sent them a picture and they were like, oh, it's fine, it's normal, your boobs are dropping. Remember, girls, remember, your boobs are sisters, not twins. So they're not gonna look exactly identical, but they're gonna look similar. So my boobs are now fully dropped, so now they are even, or I don't know, like me looking at them now, they kind of look uneven, or it could just be me. But anyways, so yeah, as they was dropping, I was like, oh my god. I was calling my aunt. I was FaceTiming my aunt. I would call my mom like, oh my god, they botched me. This is not right. But trust the process. It will drop, and they're gonna drop at different times. So don't be alarmed if you see one boob is higher than the other, because that's normal. So yeah. So I talked about pain level. Oh. Still to this day, a year later, I still don't sleep on my stomach too much. It still feel uncomfortable to me. And before I got my boobs done, I was a stomach sleeper. I could sleep on my stomach all night, and that's where I felt more comfortable, is on my stomach. But now I just gotten so used to sleeping on my back. I don't even sleep on my stomach no more. I sleep on my back and on my side. And then when I do sleep on my stomach, it's not for a long time, because I'm not used to laying on my stomach where it was like something is like in between me and my pillow. So it still kind of feel weird to me to lay on my stomach. So still to this day, I don't lay on my stomach. I just lay on my back, on my side. And if I am on my stomach, it's probably like for a good 15 to 20 minutes, to where it's like I'm rolling back over to my back on my side. So sleeping will definitely be uncomfortable the first few months. I got a lot of like neck and back cramp because I had to sleep on my back a lot. So you want to make sure that if you can, maybe purchase a back warmer for your back to help release some of that ache in your muscles. I'll cover everything. I felt like I kind of like rambled a lot in the video. So my camera had cut off again because it keep overheating on my ring light. So I just want to wrap up this video really fast. I think I already covered just about all the basics, and I also if it's questions that I still didn't answer, or probably skipped over or wasn't clear on, please definitely drop a comment below. I will definitely answer it for you. 445 and my left and my right boob. You want to make sure that you purchase Dial Soap, compression bras, compression socks, bio oil. If not bio oil, you want to try to purchase something like a backup to that. Scar Webby. I'm gonna see if I can show mine without, my camera's about to die, but let me just show you my scar really quickly before it does die. This is what my scar looked like a year later. You're still gonna have scarring, so it's not gonna go away 100%, but the more you like attend to it, as far as like, this is what the scar away strips is good for, or bio oil was good, take away the scar. But that's what they look like a year later. That's my left boob, and this is my right boob. Again, that's what the scar looked like. It don't bother me because honestly, I don't care. I got boobs and I'm happy still. And besides, the only person that's gonna be seeing that is me and my man whenever I get one. So yeah, so again, in my right boob, I went to Miami, Dr. Greegel, to Spectrum Aesthetic. Yeah, the pain for me, first day was like a 10-10, but as time went on, it didn't hurt as much. Like I said, just more so discomfort as far as moving around. You want to be mindful of not to lift up heavy things. You do not want to pick up heavy things like groceries. I did that. I went food shopping and I totally forgot a movement. Oh, I felt like I popped something. I got scared for a second. You do not want to pull no muscle. So be mindful about like lifting things. You don't want to lift your child or a toddler or a baby if you're a new mom. Cleaning, I have a problem with trying to like clean up. If you have OCD, I know, but staying down. Cleaning, you don't want to do too much of that. Want to buy a bunch of pillows or some kind of back support for your neck and your back when you go to sleep, because you cannot sleep on your stomach. I don't know what else, guys.